Oh, okay. We are live. Welcome, Internet. Minasan, konnichiwa, or konbawa. Apologies for the late stream, Internet. I fell asleep on this very hot day in the UK. We are having a, what's the term now? Not heat stroke. Heat wave, that's the word. Oh my goodness. I woke up, so I'm still in my deep slumber. So my brain is still foggy. But yes, it's heat wave in the UK right now, and it is hot, very, very hot indeed, to the point where I have fallen asleep. So I've started stream later than I originally planned. So apologies. Usually I don't stream this late, but we make it up. Originally, my plan today was to do some stretches before I go to the gym, but I'm too tired and I'm very, very sleepy still, very groggy. So we do chat today, and then Wednesday we'll do stretches instead. So I didn't go gym today, and it's bank holiday as well, so I've been quite lazy. But my excuse that I did go out with my family to spend a day together, and it was fun. It was fun. It was a fun family time, which is I do very often. So it was fun. It was nice to be with my family, and in this very hot day, it was a very very fun time. So enjoyed my time, and I just came back home and then just took a shower and just slept. And I woke up around 7:30, I think, which is like quite late. I was like, oh, I didn't realize I slept for that long. But anyway, how is everyone doing on this hot day, this evening? It is very, very hot. But hopefully you are faring better than I am, because I have been seeing the lot of me. This is the moment where electrolytes comes in very handy, which I have bought many of. These. I have these electrolytes for me to use. I didn't use any today, only because I normally take them when I go to the gym. But I feel like I should have at least used one of them. Now, hopefully, you can still hear me. It's not too loud on the microphone or the sound, because I have the fan right next to me, trying to cool myself down. So hopefully, you can still hear me fine, and it's not too noisy with the noise, the receptor of my. You know what? I'll do a test. I'm gonna play my stream, and I'm gonna see if it's having that noise. So give me a moment. Okay. I think it's doing okay. Hopefully you didn't hear my awful beatboxing I just did. I was doing beatboxing in the intro, waiting for my stream to work and start up. So I do apologize if I have broken your eardrums from my terrible, terrible beatboxing. It was an impromptu. But I don't know what to do, to be honest. I originally had a plan, but now the plan has gone out of the window. But before that, let me just get my body. I'm in need of it. Ooh. Now my shoulders. Oh, whoosh. Oh, oh, I feel good. Oh. Hopefully you didn't see my double chin. All right. You know what? I am gonna try something tonight. Let's see with this. I am gonna play some music. I'm gonna play music. I was gonna say music video. What I'm trying to say is that I'm gonna play some videos and we're gonna react together with it. But I'm hoping that it will not lag whilst I am playing the video. So give me a moment as I try to set this up on my second screen. All right, let's see. Let's see. Here we go. This is going to be fun. We're going to find out together if my share screening and playing videos at the same time will work. No signal. Why you have no signal? I am going to try. Oh my goodness. I am. Let's see. Okay. No, it's not working for some reason. Well, I can't do anything about it. That is strange. Why are you not working? Everything is plugged in. It does not like me. It does seem to not like me at all. Do I have a HDMI cable on this side? No, I don't. It's only this side. I don't know why it's not working. It's working before, fine. Like, nothing's working. Nothing was making it not work last time. It was working perfectly fine, yeah. Now it decided to not like me at all this time. Ah, my goodness. Oh well, okay. Can't do anything about it. I'll just have to make do with you just having to watch me instead and listen to my voice. No, I haven't been doing this for a while. I'll just carry on doing what I usually do then. I just might as well switch the screen off. Alright then. Now, have you been watching YouTube lately? I should assume that you all do watch YouTube. But what I'm talking about is the fact that OE Fitness has been updating very, oh shoot, what's the word? I'm losing will to speak properly. Yes, he's been updating very regularly. That's the word. That's what I'm trying to look for. Oh my goodness. And now I can't seem to find his videos. Because I was trying to just play some videos of his. Or some Asmongold. Asmongold is funny as well. Yeah, oh well. Although more different recent news, who has seen the recent updates about Hassan being chased by the FBI? I was surprised. Now, I'm not a huge follower of the whole situation of Hassan and Asmongold and all these stuff, but I do like watching Asmongold's streams. Oh, streams, more like clips. I don't actually watch his streams. I watch his clips. And because both of them have such great beef with each other, I've seen a lot of related videos of the two. And now I've seen the most recent date is that he is now being what the current situation. Well, I know he's now in trouble with law, and the law is out to get him. And it seems like a very a terrible situation. I don't know what is it that he's done, but it was just surprising, or I was shocked to see that to happen, because I was not expect to kind of unfold in his life, given the fact that he has said and so far on stream promoting communism and promoting all sorts of things that's basically anti-American. I'm surprised getting in trouble now. Given given the circumstances that's happening in America, I would expect he will be in trouble sooner. But okay, he's in trouble now. But what is the things that he's getting troubled with? I do not know. That is a question that that still eludes me. I do not know what is it that is getting him in trouble with the lawman. So, but I thought, it's interesting news that has happened. Now, another thing I have to say is that who heard the streamer called Fugan? Me neither. I have no idea who Frogan is. I remember seeing something about her previously, like in one clip of Asmongold. Apparently actually, I don't know what's the situation. If I remember correctly, is that she was defaming, or was she saying something inaccurate about a person, and the person is now suing for the person for saying such things that is inaccurate of the person's in character integrity. I believe that's the case. I'm not too sure. I didn't really follow the case, but I do know she is in a lawsuit with another content creator, and she has lost that lawsuit, and she is either in the deep waters with money wise, or integrity wise as well, because apparently she lost a lot of favor viewership because she took money from them, but she didn't use those money for battling the case. She used it for her personal stuff, maybe. I not too sure. That's all I've heard allegedly from other content creators and what they have chimed in on the situation. So I don't know the full story, but all I heard is just that, this happened, or maybe it's an ongoing case that is just now being resolved. I wasn't aware of it, so just like, surprise, this has there's an outcome of it now. But yes, it feels like because it's a summer, drama is everywhere. Drama is on the rise with everyone, and that everything must be dramatized. And yeah, everyone is ongoing with each other, with trying to get up with each other. You know what would be the best thing right now in this heat? Having an air conditioner. In the UK, we're not a big fan of air conditioner. You don't see much build with air conditioner as well. And I would have an air conditioner and an ice cold drink. Right now, I'm not. Oh, a Guinness Zero will be good because I'm not trying to drink alcohol as I do. I've been staving from it. I'm a huge alcohol drinker myself as well. But I have been drinking a lot less as I used to when I was in my 20s. And yeah, it's just now a glass of cold Guinness Zero would be good. Coca-Cola, Fanta, or like a Ribena. Oh, a nice cold Ribena juice. Just drinking through the evening, watching the sunset. Although, what's the current situation outside? Is it dark? Oh yeah, it's semi-dark. The sun is setting. I mean, if you haven't noticed, the sun is setting a lot later now, so it's a lot brighter outside, which is not quite nice. I do like that. Obviously, a lot of people will say they can't through the night; it's too bright. I have an eye mask now, so I sleep very well through the night. And given I'm an adult, I sleep very well through the night anyway. You can tell from today, I slept through the afternoon. I haven't even realized. So, hey, the perks of being an adult. Being so tired, you lose the sense of time altogether. Time eludes you so quickly. You realize you're 30, and then once you're 30, you realize you're going closer to 40, and so on and so forth, to the point where you realize I'm about to die. I feel like I haven't accomplished much, and I feel like I have wasted my years away. It feels like that when you're trying to get a. You want the better for yourself, but you seem to having trouble with it. Oh, I did watch a new video from I keep forgetting how to pronounce his name. Do you know the fitness influencer called Noel? Oh, people call him Daniel. Noel Diesel? Yes, Noel Diesel. Or it's a Diesel. I do apologize. I think I pronounced his name wrong. But I see his latest video he did, his long form one, where he says, rewire your brain for success, just 76 seconds. And he did mention about, how we all want something better for us, but we seem to able to because we always say can't do it. And I agree with that mentality and that mindset because we all have that self where we sort of gaslighting ourselves to say we can't do it due to many circumstances, inhibition, things that are holding us back. If those weren't holding us back, we could achieve anything, and so on and so forth. Where it does seem like we are the one that's holding ourselves back, is no one else but ourselves. And I do agree with that. Well, he didn't. I don't think he had said exactly those words, but he did touch on it. And I do agree with the fact that, yeah, I believe we are our own self-worst enemy. I can't even string that sentence correctly together, but you get what I mean. Because we want better for ourselves, but we will always hinder our own progress by coming all sorts of excuses saying why we can't do it. And I believe We just have to, instead of always say can't, we need to realistically actually say to ourselves, we can. And we just have to find ways to do it. And we don't know how to find ways to do it. We always have instruments and technology to help us to find ways to do it. And Google and AI has been quite helpful in those circumstances because it gives me a reality of things of how to do it and things of how to do it as well. Now, obviously, are they very reliable? No, they're not the most reliable thing, but at least they can give you some form of like a guide to start. So, yeah, I mean, I believe that we are our own worst enemy. We do tend to, downplay ourselves to the point where we seem like we're insignificant and won't do it. I believe every one of us can do it. It's just a matter of if you have the motivation and willing to be consistent with it, because it is a very hard and grueling situation and step to go through the process, because it's a position where it's like a quick scheme where the moment you do it, you become instantly successful. Unfortunately, it's not. It will take time and most likely very long time in order to get to the place you want to be in. And yeah, it's not going to be easy, I have to say. I am also in a situation where I find it very difficult to achieve the certain level of position I want to with the whole social media thing. I'm seeing the growth. I have to say, I am seeing the growth in my channel, especially in my live stream, where the number of viewerships has up significantly. Now, can it go even higher? Yes, I do know. If I were to promote myself better, I actually also post more regularly with my own content creation. I believe I have been able to see a far better growth if I've done better planning. Sorry, I'll just my phone on the data I've got so far on my socials. So yeah, I've seen a good amount of growth. The viewerships has gone up. Everything has gone up significantly. I've been getting steady tractions of viewerships every day as well. Right now, if I were just to base on live stream alone, I would say every day or every month, or every week, I should say, I'm getting hundreds of views every week, I believe. Or is it a month? No, it's a monthly. So monthly views, I'm getting about hundreds of views, altogether, obviously, in total. On each video, I wish it was each video I'm getting hundreds of views, but in total, all of my videos together, in total will become a totality of hundreds of views, which is quite good because, in my point of view, a small creator who's doing all these live streaming and posting, content as well, I have getting an increase. Now, whenever I do post a original video, I get thousands of views, which I'm very happy. I'm very, very, you know, pleased with myself that it jumps to 1,000. The only problem is I'm not consistent enough to keep it going up with thousands. So that's one thing you need to change with myself, that I do need to be more vigilant. I need to be more consistent and motivated as well. And also to concentrate. One thing I'm having a problem with myself is not concentrating when I need to. I'm always distracted with all of my basically YouTube videos and game on my phone. But nonetheless, I have seen growth, and this should motivate me even more to do more and progress more. But because of my laziness, I am holding myself back. So that's one thing I do need to change. One moment as I drink water. It's very, very hot. It's making me very filthy. Me. Disgusting of me to burp like that. I do apologize. I have my dinner, but I am still hungry. And I have some beautiful snacks, which I'm wondering, have they melted to the point of no return? Look at these. These are nice snacks. Yummy chocolate snacks. Very delicious. But, given how hot it is, I have a feeling it's very melted. I'm very scared to actually open it and see a melted state of my my delicious snacks that I've kept for myself. It's not, although we in the UK we always for the sun and everything. Once the sun do come out, my goodness, does it hurt, and it is hot as well. We are not built for the summer at all. As much as we want the sun, we are not built for the sun. The country is not built for it. They are very behind in terms of cooling the country down. We are very advanced in keeping it warm, but keeping it cool is another thing. Because my goodness, houses in here are boiling. Especially if the houses are actually built to the standard that has been insulated. If it's not, then you're screwed. There's no amount of heating you put on is going to keep the house warm. You're going to have to put on layers. But hey ho, that's the different life situation in every country. I do wish there was aircon in here though. It would feel nice. Maybe if I move out from my mother's basement, I would be able to, and I have my own place, I would maybe invest to have a air conditioner in my own place. Well, that's only if I, it's only if I wish to have one anyway in the future. But in times like these, it does feel nice to have one. Yeah, oh well. Oh, hopefully you guys are faring better than I am with the heat. Where are you guys from, I wonder? Are you guys in the UK or are you outside the UK? Are you dealing with the weather better than I am? Not as complaining as I am, although melancholy, I am liking the summer, but at the same time, lamenting of the heat as well. Oh, whoosh. Ah, that felt good. Oh, all right. I can't think of topics to talk about, so I'm gonna see what YouTube videos I've watched. Oh, that is it. That's one thing I now reminded myself. Now talking about YouTube history, I'm going through the YouTube history list in my own brain. Who has seen Odyssey, the trailer from Christopher Nolan? Now, I am a big ancient Greek historians and myths and all that stuff, legends, mythologies. I am a huge fan of it. So now I don't know I don't assume myself to know every one of their laws and mythologies and everything to the T. I know most of it, and I remember as much as I can with my feeble brain. But with the Christopher Nolan's Odyssey, I have to say, it's very sad to see that he has completely fumbled a very amazing story, a very epic tale story as well, where it should be very easy to do the story and everything and direct it. Or I say easy, direct is never an easy thing, but nonetheless you have the blueprint of the story, and now all you have to do is just turn it into a visual reality for the audience to see. But he has completely fumbled it, and not only that, ruined it. And the actors are not doing a very great job in promoting it. It's like the whole Rachel Zegler situation all over again, especially with the way how she promoted Snow White. She's meant to doing her job as an actress to promote the movie, make people want to watch it. Instead, she has done anti commercial for it and completely destroyed the fan base's trust to even want to watch it. And same with this actress. I do apologize. I don't remember her name, but it's the lady that's been casted to play Athena, the African American, or yeah, she's African American actress. She's been casted as Athena, and she's not doing very well in sort of like promoting the movie. Although she didn't say anything directly towards the movie itself, as far as I remember, but what she's doing behind on other projects, she kind of become a double standard on situations where people are speaking out on. Unaware, Christopher Nolan has casted a number of different racial cast for Greek mythology related, or as a Greek mythology movie, a tale. Sorry, a mythology, epic tale of Odysseus, and he also cast one of the characters called Achilles as a female character, but I don't know if this female character going to play as a man. Or I should say a female actress to play as a male character. Although I don't know is it a male character or a trans character, because at this point it's just ridiculous what's happening so far, because it doesn't seem like it's going to be a good movie with the way how things are going. With the way when I watched the trailer, I thought, oh, there's a lot of good actors, and all of a sudden, as I see more and more of the trailer, more into the trailer, it just kind of just went downhill very, very quickly. As I said, they casted Athena as black, and now for me personally, I feel like there is I believe everyone has a conventional standard of beauty. They will say, oh, beauty is in the beholders of the eyes and whatnot. But I do believe everyone do have a similarity or an average conventional beauty standards of what you consider beautiful. And especially as to Athena, the goddess, is considered as a very beautiful, goddess who is depicted as the most beautiful, being, divinity. And the female actress that's been cast, I do have to say, she is not beautiful by any ways. Now, is she beautiful enough in a average way? Yes, she is average, good looking, but she's not beautiful. Now, because let me give you an example, because there are very beautiful black actresses in Hollywood or outside of Hollywood. And if we were to go through with Western Hollywood, Beyonce is black. She's conventionally very, very attractive black actress, or she's a singer as well, but she is conventionally very beautiful. Why did they not cast her instead if they want a black actress? Because if they want to be, because what Christopher Nolan was saying, true to the novel of Odysseus, well, I would say you would want to be true to the depiction of the characters. Okay, disregard the race finding. What about the detailed appearance or wise of what these characters are? And as I said, Fina is depicted as very beautiful. Or cast a very beautiful without everyone conventionally do see and say and understand that this is very beautiful. And Beyonce is a very beautiful black woman. And there other also very beautiful black women as well? Yes, I do believe there are. You can also cast models as well. There's so many models. If you have seen uh, top models around the world, you would see conventional, beautiful women on stage because they have to be, because they are representing a country as in terms of beauty, and they are picked as the most beautiful ladies to represent their country. And you see there was many African models on those shows of how beautiful they are, and they are conventionally beautiful. And he could have just casted one of them to be one of those characters. You know what I mean? To be Athena. It's just like a no-brainer to me. But it's just like obviously they have to act as well, so they have to have a good acting experience. If they can't act, okay, then that's understandable. You cast them then. But nonetheless, wouldn't it be more better if he casted a conventionally beautiful actresses? Now, main issue everyone's having, and I also agree with the situation, is that they race swapped a lot of the character that was meant to be Greek, well, or Caucasian skin anyway. And this whole tale, this epic tale of Odysseus, is set in Greece, so they are going to be white. And people are arguing and giving examples as to why would this be wrong? Because if it was African culture, are they going to recast them all to be a different culture? No, because those people will definitely tooth and nail say no. As African, it should be black people. There shouldn't be any other race colors. Now, are there other race colors in Africa? Yes, there is. But if we're talking about ancient Africa, well, we can understand in ancient Africa there is predominantly black people only. So same way with ancient predominantly is only white people. Are there other race colors? Possibly. Minorities so, because they were only used as slaves or serfs during those times. Because we have to understand that during those times when they conquer different nations, they do take them as slaves or serfs to serve them. So they are a minority in a in the country of another that's been subjugated by. So again, it's the hypocrisy and the stupidity as well that people doesn't seem to understand. History and as well. It just makes no sense because if I were to give an example, well, the show Shogun. I remember Shogun was a good series, but there were a lot of controversy going on around it, which makes people were complaining why are not enough black people in it, and I just went, "Are you serious?" It's set in Edo, Japan, like ancient Japan. We're talking about. Although yes, they are talking about time where it's the tale about a Eastern a European has ventured out into the sea and discovered Japan, and Japan has discovered that there's a world outside of Japan. There's a far far world into the west that they have never ventured before, and now as they open a whole entire world to the east, and as well that there is more to the world, and so on and so forth. But nonetheless, it's the fact that yes, because there would be slaveries of different colors. As I said, there were black slaveries in other countries. There were white slaves in other countries in Asia as well, but were not they were not majority. Sorry, that's what I was trying to say. They weren't the majority in those countries, in Japan, China, or South Korea, or Korea during that time. They weren't a majority of people in those countries. You cannot rewrite history as much as you want. The same way as with Cleopatra, where they say Cleopatra was black because some person that was very uneducated in facts said so, which is very wrong because you can't rewrite history. That's like saying if you were to rewrite World War II history, that Jewish people were not educated by the Germans. Well, that's very wrong because it did happen, but you're now saying it didn't happen. That is on a similar scale of levels. So you can't just rewrite, another country's history and their ancient history as well to fit your own narrative. It's just plain wrong. And if they're not comfortable or even confident to do it for other countries like Africa or Asia to rewrite their history and their culture and their race as well, why would they do it for West countries as well? So yeah, that's my chime on it. I just feel like this is getting ridiculous. I thought we've gone past this whole, ordeal swapping and, stupidity on things, on what is the culture, what should be the correct culture, race, so on and so forth, depicted on certain things, whether it's history or mythology and so on and so forth. I thought we have gone past all these stuff. I thought we have finally moved on. We have, opened our brain cells, not open our mind or eyes, more like open our brain cells to understand that facts is facts. You can't change it. You can't just twist it for your own narrative just because you to. But yeah, I thought we passed that, but it seems we haven't. We're going backwards in this kind of like race situation. We are going backwards. It doesn't seem like we are moving forward. I feel like we've fought for racism to end back in the, oh gosh, when was this? In the 50s and 60s? Yeah, around the, back in the 50s. When, Martin Luther King was, I'm hoping I did get your, oh my goodness. Let me do a double take on history lesson myself because I feel like I've got the timeline. Give me a moment. One moment. Uno momento. Here we go. 19th of July the 2nd. Here we go. Yeah. So, yes. So I was right. It was after World War II. Then we moved right into racism, and then that's when we had the greatest people during that time, especially in America, to push for equality between races. And we've ended racism, not ended racism, I should say, we have put the kibosh of differences and creates a law for it, and it has spread around the entire world. Yeah, it's. I thought we moved forward with that. But no, we have gone backwards instead, and now we have targeted a completely different race and saying this is justification for the past. And it's like, no, it's not justification for the past, because if you were to do it for other situation, are we going to say we educate Germans for justification of the past then? Should the Jewish people be allowed to do that then? To subjugate Germans and put them in a concentration camp similar to what they put Jewish people did in the past? No, because the Germans did not do that to the current Jews. And the current Jews are not subjugated by the current Jews. So same as white people need to pay reparation or white people need to do for black people should not be occurring or should not exist, because none of the white people do it currently is holding black as slaves currently, because the current black people are not slave white people. Oh my goodness, I'm going into politics and stuff. So I'm going to end there and end my rant on that before I go into a whole slew of rabbit holes of minds that I've had in my head for a very long time. But also release it in one time and say it out like this. But I hope you get what I mean. This is just it is a lot of paradigms with things. With you, if you have this kind of mindset, this paradigm can be shifted and and give you a parallel for or is this okay then if you believe this is right to do so. So I can only hope that people understand that this kind of like logic doesn't fly. You you know so you put that sort of their logic into and apply it into a different situation, but using the same or reference as an outcome of um, producing the result of the intended for. But they do not see that, and they believe it's still right to do what they are doing right now. So it's just pure ignorance, all I can say. But yeah, honestly, I had no hopes for this movie. Christopher Nolan, I was a big fan. I did love a lot of his movies. But this one he's coming up with, oof, it's going to be hard to watch. Don't get me wrong, Christopher Nolan may pull some magic to be able to uh, make the most cinematic, beautiful movie of all times. But those jarring things that's obviously there, that's going to be hard to look at. It's going to make me feel like, oh gosh, is this going to be a good movie or not? Although this could be a ploy from him. He could be doing this to incite rage, like rage baiting the viewers and the consumers to make them go watch it. If I do watch it, the box office went up because whether or not the people do like it, money do talk, and the more people go watch it due to rage baiting, the more advertisement make out saying that, oh, look at the box office, we hit this much in 1 week or blah blah blah. Same way with Barbie. People most likely watch it out of curiosity or because of the rage bait or whatnot. But new numbers because of all the controversy that's going around and inciting a lot of the audience that's unaware of the situation, but because they have heard a lot of things about it, tell either bad things or just something that's like, oh, well, this movie, let's just watch it out of curiosity. It blew the box office very much. and people watched it because people watched it out of curiosity. The success for money terms did go up, but did people like the movie? No, but they did spend money to watch the movie nonetheless. And obviously, like I said, money do talk. And because of this, they can advertise saying that box office had hit a major record and whatnot. Yeah, so it's just saying, I feel like this could be a ploy that Christopher Nolan is using it as a way to advertise and to make people raged, baited by the situation, and causing a lot of controversy and drama, which then in result cause other people that's unaware of the drama to be curious about it because they've heard some things about it that's negative, but they don't know what it's about. They just only heard it through from word of mouth from other people, so they didn't get the whole story. They look into the whole story because they are curious of it, become uh, you know curiosity has uh, got the better of them, so they go watch it. Because of that, the result, the box office would then go high. Now, would it happen? I don't know. I can't predict the future. I wouldn't even say that this is definitely going to happen because I just saying that this is a reality of what's going to happen. That's just all. And is this planning to do? I don't know. I can only say that it could be one of the possibilities that he's allowed this to happen. Yeah. Yeah. It's just, yeah. Meh. Yeah. Meh. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Oh, I'm still in a tired state. Now I have yapped for about 49 minutes. So what I'm going to do for the last 10 minutes, I'm going to find a YouTube video that I did watch in my history, and I am going to talk about that said video. But I have to open up my history first in order to see what is going on. All right. Two things. All right. This is the first one I want to share. I saw this. I did not expect this to be a thing. I did not expect this to be vigilant about. Has anyone seen? I believe this was a Canadian news in news TV broadcast. So intentionally swapping your the airport label, the sticker tab, a label tab, and they are in the airport that is smuggling drugs will swap tags for these suitcase that is carrying the drugs. and because it will not catch the actual culprit, it will be an innocent person, and the innocent person now holding the drugs. They are none the wiser. They will be at fault because they will have to try and prove to the authority that this is not their bag, even though it has their name and label on it to show that this is showing it is belonging. Now, what I expect is that apparently, once you put your luggage into the conveyor belt and goes into the system, there are people inside the machine. Obviously, they'll have to manually do whatever they're doing to make sure the machines are running smoothly, and they will move the luggages to the correct compartments and all that stuff. There are people in there that will use the blind spot of the cameras that's not looking, will then remove the name tag and pull it onto the suitcase that has the drugs inside. And because of this, a lot of innocent Canadians have been framed, and they have been detained by the authorities for months or even hours, if they're lucky, because they have to prove their innocence, saying that this is not their bag, this is not theirs, they are not the one who's carrying the drugs, not the one who is actually smuggling the drugs. But obviously, they're not going to admit to it. If they admit to it, they have to find, and they will have criminal records. So obviously, they're going to do to prove that this is to say that it is not theirs. But nonetheless, it's the fact that this is happening, and now we have to be vigilant. And now, lady said that the only way you can prevent yourself from, well, not really preventing, it's more like extra measures to make sure that if it does happen to you, you have the evidence to show that the bag is not yours. So the check-in, when you put your bag onto the weight scanner, you take a selfie of yourself with the said luggage and the that is showing. There could be a possibility that they opened your bag instead and put the drugs into your bag directly. So you would take a bag, take a picture of selfie with the bag and the weight showing it. That way, that the weight has meant to be that, but with the added item that's on your bag, it will increase the weight naturally. So once you've shown that, look, this is my bag, there's the weight it should hold. If you remove it, does it become the same as what the weight says on the screen? If it does, that means that this drug is not mine. I will put it into my bag. Something like that. So I did not expect that to happen. Now I'm thinking of myself that, do I need to do that when I go abroad and travel? Because I feel like, oh my goodness, that is kind of scary to kind of, well, see and now just watching this being broadcast news is kind of scaring me for things like, oh my, it seems traveling is more dangerous than I originally remembered. It's not something I want to worry about, but it seems like it may be something I have to be more vigilant of and to worry about as I travel. I have to do these countermeasures. So I'm just sharing this with you. so that you guys are aware of it. What's this? I have received a message from Countless Snipe Synapse YYB7S AI viewers stream boo.com. Obviously trying to say stream bot, but I am telling you, I will not be using AI viewers stream bot. I will not stream bot myself, nor would I use these functions, because one, you can lie to yourself as much as you want, but the truth eventually come out. And like the current streamers, oh, that's the one thing I remember. Now this remind me of a lot of streamers has now been, well, sort of called out that they've been using stream bots, or even streamers that wasn't using stream bots. A lot of the viewers use stream bots for them to inflate their viewership. Now, because of the AI stream bots crackdown, well, semi-crackdown, they say, it was sort of they're cracking down on it. So Twitch, they have removed a lot of stream bots. So the actual viewership of people's stream has gone down. So, and I myself do not want to cheat or lie to myself. I will not be using it. But thank you for your message. But I will speak against it and say no. I will not. What was I saying? Oh yes, the luggage. I was saying, Dave, if you're traveling, and if you are traveling in soon, do that. This might help you and save you trouble in the future. Just be safe out there, and hopefully this advice will help you as well if it does happen. Unfortunately, touch wood, it doesn't. But yeah, so that's something you can think about. A situation I did. I saw my YouTube video history list. That who has seen the drama of the TikTok stay-at-home dad with this woman who's not a parent or married? Apparently, I think she's not married, or and is not a parent. Doesn't have a child. But now this TikTok dad who is stay at home, he was talking about he's talking about how being stay at home is very easy because he has so many. He's like a vacation now. He's doing a lot of things that he originally couldn't do, but he's now able to do so. He's now homeschooling 5 kids, and he's cooking and all that stuff. He's cooking at the same time while talking about his story. And his it's very entertaining. And then it became a whole drama, a slew of dramas. The woman lady, and now she is in the hot waters because people are just making fun of her Now, I'm not a big advocate of cyberbullying and all that stuff, but I do have to say, if you are gonna dish it out to people, you better be prepared to be able to hash it as because that is literally life. Because if you are willing to use violence, be prepared for violence to be returned to you, or expect it to be done onto you as well. Because people will not take kindly with people that will hurt other people first. They will hurt you back. As my point of view is that whether or not you agree who you agree with and who you think is right and wrong,